So our group is a softball team, a co-ed softball team, and we play here in Altoona. And our team is made up of 4 couples who are from our Bible study and from our congregation. And then the handful of other people, there's some other couples, there's some single people, but pretty much we're just a group of people in age ranges 20 to 40 who like to play softball.
Initially, our goal is just to has been to create relationships, and we play softball every Sunday. We've also had a few events after the end of the summer season where we have gotten together and have met outside of the softball team. And so through the course of those relationships, we've had I can count at least 3 different occasions in the short time where we've been with each other where we've had good conversations about what God means to us and what church we're a part of, and so I see the softball team being a great opportunity for us to, especially when the fall season's over, to grow spiritually, not only with our group but also with some of the members of our team that maybe have not had the opportunity to get to know Christ like we have.
So I think it's less intimidating just because with our softball team, how we have set it up, we have not hid the fact that half of our team knows each other from church and from Bible study, and so it's made it set up so that it kind of comes up in conversation, then faith or church can come up in conversation, and so it's just a natural thing that happens, and it's not like trying to trick someone into talking about it or trying to set it up in a conversation. It just seems like because the group is set up as, you know, kind of half LCC members and half not, that it's just kind of already out there, I guess. I think just with what we're doing, it creates just even a greater sense of urgency, I think, to grow together and grow in our relationship with Jesus, but to grow together as a group. I think knowing that our goal is to invite people into this group, we want to make sure that we are a good group and that we care about each other and that we love each other and that we're showing that and actually practicing it and following out, because if we want to bring people into that, we want it to be something that they want to be a part of as well.
But you know, I'm only 33 years old, but this is one of the most effective ways that I've experienced in my life of bringing people to Jesus.
One of the meetings that kind of stands out for me is when we had the members together and we were kind of doing a devotional. We started to talk about identifying people that we could see in the community that we could really help and that were kind of on our hearts. And our members talked about people at work and then also people in their neighborhoods. So we kind of started to talk about that a little bit more, and Lynn and I started to kind of discuss that amongst ourselves, and you know, we thought, wow, that's really a big deal, and that's something that we could really do, and that was some area that we could really work on. So we kind of started working on that.
I feel like God was speaking to us very clearly to spend a little time and attention on our neighborhood. We have fairly new neighbors around us and neighbors across the street that we've just not chosen to take the opportunity to get to know. And so this summer we started to spend some more time outside in the front yard, and the kids have made friends with the people across the street, and they love to go over and chat and just kind of brighten their day. So we decided to have an ice cream social one day and invite the neighbors over, and it was great. Everybody came together and had a really great conversation. Everybody was very open and very excited to get to know each other. I think the sense of community is something that they're all looking for, but nobody was willing to really make the effort to take that first step. So we did that, and it led to some really neat conversations. It's just important for us. This is where we live. This is where our kids are every day. To just have a true, genuine relationship with the people that are in our lives. It's really neat to wonder about where God's going to take us in the next couple years. I think a year from now, our relationship with our neighbors is going to be so much stronger, and those faith conversations are going to happen. Right now we're just in the building phase of, creating relationships and getting to know each other. But as those relationships grow deeper, I know that God will allow us to have those conversations and to talk about our faith and to share our faith and to continue to build disciples with the neighbors around us. For me, it's crazy because I don't know where. 2 years ago, we would have never been making disciples. We were barely, going to worship. We were just not in a place to even be having this conversation. And now, 2 years later, we've committed our lives to Jesus and kind of given it all over to Him. And here we are, ready to share His gospel and to talk to people about, what the last 2 years have had in store for us. So it's a neat opportunity.